Hello, this is the TradeSight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 19th of May 2014, and ending Friday the 23rd, heading into the long Memorial Day weekend next week. We'll discuss that again briefly here. Just look at the S&P daily chart. The week we went up and back. Funny thing is, and we're really going to focus on the 1875 level on the futures, the ES futures. I talked about that last week, and I put a special YouTube video up. You can still go find just about that 1875 level on the ES. And if I put the ES chart up here instead, what you're going to notice is we closed right on that number again. So after an up move Monday, flat day Tuesday, little rollover Wednesday, big down day Thursday, and then a bounce back Friday, we closed exactly where we started for the week, and once again on that key. Literally one tick above. 1875.25 was the closing print on the ES for the week. We still have that sell signal in place on the weekly S&P chart. Nothing's changed there. We just haven't done anything about it yet. So here's the S&P daily, really still in the same range we've been for a while. Here's the NASDAQ side, basically did the same thing. A little weaker than the S&P in general, but went up Monday and came back most of the rest of the week. Here's a look at the SOX index, the semiconductors we follow, didn't do much either, and the biotechs also dead flat. All right, so in terms of the indices, it wasn't much of an exciting week. Let's also take a look at oil because that's important. Oil went back up to 102, and we'll take a look at gold, which didn't do much for the week at all. Volume this week, this was what was kind of weird. You don't get this a lot. Every day, all 5 days, we're below 2 billion shares. Monday and Tuesday were okay. We had a great session Monday, actually, out of the gate. Tuesday was really flat, but again, both days under 1.8 billion, actually. Wednesday, it actually dropped down to about 1.6 billion. Thursday was a great trading day for us. So Monday and Thursday were our big days where we made the most money. Tuesday and Wednesday, we didn't do a lot because the market was so flat, and the volume all 4 of those days was pretty poor. But here's the really remarkable part. Friday, we knew was going to be a flat session. It always is for options expiration. But there's usually a lot of volume. It's fake volume. It's conversion volume of stocks, of options being converted to stocks, and some closeouts of those positions. But it's usually pretty heavy. We actually got a volume warning. The only day of the week was, maybe we got one other, but definitely on Friday, which is unusual for an options expiration day. It means there weren't any positions left to close out in the options world. And at the end of the day, Friday, we were at 1.6 billion shares. It's the lowest volume of the week on options expiration. And just so you understand, these dots that you see up high are options expiration days during a month. Those are the triple expirations, so they're always a little bit bigger. But every time you find the third Friday of a month here on this chart, you're going to find that it's above most of what's around it. And here we actually have one of the, looking at the year so far, not including the first 2 days of the year, which were kind of holiday days, Friday, which was options expiration, was the third lowest volume day of the year. I know it's something. It's hard to say what it means because it's so unusual, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and look at the intra-week action here. I'm going to go to the ES futures, and again, you can see last Friday we closed at basically 1875, a point below it. We gapped up Monday and went higher. Flat as heck on Tuesday, flat as heck Wednesday until late in the day. Thursday, a little gap down and kept going. Note that the gap from Thursday is still open, so be aware of that. To reach up to 1885 is to fill that gap. But we did fill the gap from Monday on the drop Thursday, and then Friday we climbed back up. We were flat all day. We knew we would be with options expiration, but late in the day we climbed back up and ended closing at 1875. That is just, you can't make that up. But if you don't understand the importance of those tri-star levels, you shouldn't be trading the market, and that's why we pointed it out, made a whole video on it. Here's the NASDAQ side. Gapped up Monday, looks the same. Tuesday, dead flat. Wednesday, dead flat until late. Thursday was our fun trading day. Friday, and then the move back up. NASDAQ side ends up net gaining for the week. All right, but it's hard to say that any of this was exciting. Options expiration weeks can be slow. Didn't get the unraveling move on Wednesday that we should have got. Looks like we got it Thursday instead, but still, we had a nice day Monday. But this is just a really poor week from perspective of market action. And I don't know what it means for next week. So let's talk about next week. It's still a full week. It's the following week that we're off on Monday. But we have very little data, and we're obviously heading into the holidays. So here's what we've got. Monday, first day of a new option cycle, usually a little slow as they kind of do some price discovery on the new options. So I don't know that I'm expecting a ton on Monday. Canada is on holiday that day, and we have no economic data. Tuesday should be back to work, but no economic data, so we're going to have to move for other reasons. Wednesday, we've got the MBA mortgage index, which is not a big deal, crude oil inventories, which is not a big deal, an hour into the market, and then at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the release of the Fed minutes from the last meeting, which can sometimes move the market if there's anything shocking in it. Thursday, initial and continuing jobless claims. Those are the weekly numbers, so they're not usually a big deal. The biggest data point of the week, and it's not even that big, but it's here nonetheless, is the existing home sales and leading indicators at 10 a.m., 30 minutes into the market Thursday. And then natty gas Friday, just the new home sales. Now, I can tell you right now, Friday is going to be no better than this last Friday because everybody's heading out the door for Memorial Day weekend. So don't try to make a big trading day out of Friday. Probably, we'll be here Monday. You never know what happens. This last Monday was great, but first day of a new option cycle, probably not going to make a home run out of Monday. Get something going. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, hopefully they will be good trading days, but it certainly isn't going to be because we have economic data to look at. It's a very light week from that perspective. That's it. That's what we're going to be looking at and focusing on. Again, the following week is a 4-day week, and hope to see you in the trading lab. Help you figure out how to make some money here in this market like we did this last week. Have a great week and weekend.